lovelies, my name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup.misfit. And I've talked about my purple hair in my last video, which was my Pioneer name finale, so go check that out if you are curious about it. But I just want to say that I think I am slowly starting to like it a little bit more each and every day. It is taking some getting used to because it's been quite a long time since I've done an actual color, but it is what it is. This is how it is now. We'll see how long it lasts and how it fades out. So I'm ready to get into this update. This is my first update for 50 Shades of Green. I had my intro last month. Now, this does go until April 15th of 23. I'm going to decide once the color is chosen if I'm going to want to do this project next year. I also just this is like my test run for it, just to see how much I enjoy it and if it's something that I want to continue onwards. Also, it's going to be color dependent for sure. So let's get into the products. I'm going to show them to you guys by the way that I had rolled them in my intro. So first and foremost is a soap from Bath & Body Works, and this is in Cool Cucumber Mist. So I really love the scent of this. I just find it so refreshing. As you can see, there is very, very little left. So all that's really coming out of here is just foam, and I have to pump it a couple times to get anything really. So I might try adding a little bit of water into here just to see if it's going to help use it up. I am going to be rolling this out just because I don't really think this is going to last me a whole other month. Might last me another week or so depending. So I am going to roll this one out, but I am going to continue to try and use the rest of it up, or just as much as possible, and we'll see how far I can get with this one. But I really did enjoy this. Like I said, I love the scent of this, so I would like to repurchase this one sometime in the future. Next is my Dove spray. So this is Cool Essentials. I use this every day. I don't even remember where I was sitting at when I rolled this in, but I know I'm a lot further down. I feel like it's probably closer to around this area. It just feels a lot lighter. So this one I'm sure will be out by, if not the next update, probably the one after that. Now I had my Ole Henriksen, the Pore Balance Facial Sauna Scrub. So it's just an exfoliator. Now I use this in the shower and it's been getting really difficult to try and squeeze anything out. I do feel like there's just a little bit left in here, but again, not enough to last me a whole other month. So I will be rolling this one out as well. But I do want to try and use this one outside of the shower just to see if it's possible to get any more product out. I think the last time I even unscrewed the lid to try and take some out. And it was getting really, really close to the end. So I might try a couple more times, see if there's anything else that's left in here. I don't cut my products open. It's just not worth my time. So I'm not going to bother doing that. I just want to see what I can squeeze out. And if there's nothing left, then there's nothing left. So I will also be rolling this one out, which is really exciting. So then next I have my Sephora Peppermint Lip Scrub. I use this like maybe once or twice. I really wasn't even expecting it to use it just yet because it's not quite winter, but it's getting cold out there. And I'm finding that my lips are getting drier sooner this year than they have in the last couple of years. Usually it's about like November, December when they start to get dry and chapped. So this will have like a lot of usage picked up on it within the next couple of months. This is probably going to be in here for quite a while. I still like the usage shown on here, you can't really see it, but there is still quite a bit in here. So I am hoping by the end of this project that this can be out. That is kind of what my goal is. I really am not expecting to roll this out anytime prior to that. So next I had my Glow Recipe Avocado Eye Mask. This thing, I actually started to reach for it. And because of this project, I'm thankful for that. This is what it's looking like in here. So it really isn't much of a difference from what it was looking like last update because I still have not reached for this every single day. Now, part of the reason is because I did purchase another product and I used it in the evening, and I'm not quite sure if you should, can, would, could use an eye cream over top of it. So what I might do is just like rotate them, and like I only like using this one in the evening because I do have a couple of others that I want to use for the daytime. They're just a lot thinner, where this is a lot thicker. So I would prefer to use this in the evening. So even if I do like a few times a week with this one and then the other days with the other product, then maybe I could get some decent use on this one. I would like to finish this. We'll see. Again, because I'm not using it consistently, I don't know if it's doing anything for me, but hopefully with a little bit more consistent use, I'll be able to figure out if it does and if it's worth repurchasing. But at this point, I'm going to go with no on this one. So my next two products I'm not even going to talk about because I have not used them. They are the moroccanoil hair oils, so nothing to say about those ones. Next is my Melt Gemini eyeshadow palette, and I've only used this twice. The second time being right now, today. I put this on before I filmed because I hadn't quite done my eye look yet. But I only really reached for this once in the past month and then today. So I can't quite remember what shades I used the first time, but today I reached for this shade here in my crease, this one, and these two kind of more. This also went in my crease. This was more of the outer V, and then these two kind of blended that one out a bit, and then I used this shade here all over my lid. So I think, like, I wasn't quite sure what I was gonna do with this palette when I rolled it in. I think I just want to throw a 10-use goal on this. Keep it the same as all of my other eyeshadows that get it rolled into projects that are not eyeshadow based. Even though I'm not quite a fan of usage goals, I feel like for myself with eyeshadows, it's just a little bit easier than trying to hit pan on something or make sure I use a certain shade so many times. I did mention the black shade will not be used, but every other shade, as long as I reach for this palette 10 times, I don't really care what shades I use. I just want to make that progress on that. So that's what I'm going to do. So the 2 uses that I currently have on this palette will not count. I will be starting fresh. So I will be starting at 0 uses and making my way up to 10. And we'll see how long that one takes. I'm not going to try and rush through this either. So if it takes me a few months, that's fine with me. Now I have this perfume. This is my Matcha Meditation perfume by Replica, and I love this thing so much. So I only have this little bit left. I can't quite remember where I was sitting at, but I know it was more than that. I use this pretty much every day. So there is a chance that this will be out by the next update, which is kind of sad because I don't have one to replace it, but I do have a lot of other perfumes that I want to work through before I end up replacing this one. Or maybe I'll ask for it for Christmas. We'll see how I'm feeling about it, but this will definitely be a repurchase in the future if I don't ask for it for either Christmas or my birthdays, but I love this. Then I had rolled in, so I rolled in the Avocado Ceramide serum by Glow Recipe, and I was not sure how much left was in here. I didn't even know if I was going to be getting any product out of here, so I also rolled in my Boscia blotting papers, which I just tried to go find the packaging, and I cannot find them. So I rolled those Boscia papers in here, like I said, because I wasn't sure how long I was going to use this for. I ended up using this a lot longer than I used those Boscia papers because I only had 2 of them left in that packaging, and I really thought I had more than that, even though I wasn't quite sure how many. So it was literally the day after I filmed, those blotting papers were done. I just had the packaging sitting around for this video, and now I can't even find it, so there is a chance I accidentally threw them out. But oh well. This I'm also finished with as well. So I have like unscrewed it, kept it upside down, tried to tap out everything in this bottle that I can, and I cannot get any other product out of here. So I'm calling this one done. I noticed like I have another empty one in my collection. I didn't realize I had 2 that are finished. I don't know why I still have the other bottle. And even with both of them, I still don't know if this really does anything for me. I've just never used it on a consistent enough basis to find out. So I really don't think I'm going to repurchase this anytime soon, unless it happens to come in a set of other products that I want, but I kind of doubt it. I don't think I'm really going to purchase much Glow Recipe products. I had mentioned, I think it was in the intro last month, that I purchased like a kit of their stuff just to try some of it out, and some of it I enjoy, some of it it's whatever. I don't know if it's really doing anything for me, so with the price of it, I think I'm just going to kind of skip over some products from Glow Recipe, and that one is probably going to be one of them. So with that being said, I'm rolling out my hand soap by Bath & Body Works, which I'm going to continue to try and use up, but this will be done before the next update. I'm knocking everything over. I'm also going to be rolling out this Ole Henriksen face scrub. Again, I'm going to try and reach for the last little bit in here if I can even get any of it out because it's been difficult, but this will definitely be done within the next couple of days. And then I am also rolling out my serum. I'm rolling out the Boscia papers as well, obviously, because those have been finished, but I'm only going to keep 10 products in this project at a time. And those Boscia papers had made it 11, so I'm only going to bring in 3 new products. And those are sitting right beside me. So to replace my first Bath & Body Works soap, I'm bringing in another one, and this is Beautiful Day. This is actually the last Bath & Body Works soap that I have in my collection. So I would like to use this one up. This is probably going to be in here for quite a while. I'm fine with that. I have not even opened it yet, but I will do that once this one is completely finished. And I'm really excited to start using this one. Now to replace my facial scrub, I have this one from Clinique, which I again have never used. So this is brand new as well. So I'm going to hopefully finish this off, but this is probably going to be in here for the long haul as well, which is totally fine. We'll just see where it's sitting at the end of this project. I'm not expecting to roll this out anytime soon, but it is nice that this is, it says a 7-day scrub cream. So I'm probably not going to use it 7 days. Maybe a couple days a week. So we'll see how long the progress on that takes. And then I don't have another serum to roll in, but I am going to roll in this lotion by Bath & Body Works. This is in Beach, so there's like the little bit of the green there, teal, whatever you want to call it. I would like to try and finish this because I found this and I'm not even quite sure. I know I've had it for a couple of years. I found a couple lotions and I was like, oh, I forgot about those because I had purchased some new ones from the aromatherapy line. And of course, those are like eucalyptus, so they're all green packaging, but I want to use up my old stuff first. And I would like to use them up before I get to those other ones and before those other ones get too old. So I'm going to hyper focus and make sure that I'm reaching for lotions. I'm going to aim for every single day. It's quite ambitious for me, but we're going to try because I really do need to knock out the lotions in my collection. And the only ones that I want to have are those new ones that I brought in like just the other week. And I think there's 4 of them. So that's still quite a bit. And I know those 4 are going to last me a long time. But if I can make some really good use on this, I'm hoping that I can knock this whole thing out by the finale of this project, which would just be absolutely amazing to me. Because like I said, I've had this for a couple of years. And as you can see, this is where I'm sitting at. So I really have not made much progress on here at all. So we're just sitting right at the bottom of this H. So at least that's a good marker to be able to figure out how far or how my progress is going over the next few months. So that is what I'm rolling in. Those are my 3 brand new products. And I'm ready to let those other ones out of my collection. For the next month, like I said, besides the ones that I'm rolling out right now, I really do think this is going to be gone, which is sad, but I'm okay with that. This is going to be gone. It might even be gone before the next update, but I don't want to roll anything else in its place as of yet. I just want to continue to focus on this one. And I'm really hoping that I can knock this out or get really, really close to it and at least hit the bottom of the jar and get a good chunk of this going. It's probably going to be in here for a few more months, but if I could at least, because I really don't use a whole lot, if I could at least hit the bottom and make some progress on the bottom of this jar, then I'll be happy. And then this will probably be done as well. So I'm thinking if I can knock out a few more products next month, then I can find a few more products to roll in its place. Again, I don't even know if I have 50 products that are green or green packaging. I'll just have to make do with what I have. But that's also why I want to just keep 10 in at a time instead of rolling a bunch of products in because I don't want to feel too overwhelmed with it. Where I find this is a good pace for me. So that is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you think I'll be able to make any progress on this bad boy. I just need to focus on it. And I'm really curious to see how much progress I'm actually going to make on this out of everything else in my collection because I'm really like determined to knock this out. And I'm hoping that I can do it before the end of this project. So if I focus and I make myself use it and I get into the habit of reaching for a lotion every day, I feel like I could make some real good progress. So I'm really excited to see how much further down this bottle I will be making it for the next update. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you all later. Bye.